Jason, how are you? Can you hear me?
Misha, good to hear from you.
Good to finally connect, man. It's been too long.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So, you know why I'm calling, but just trying to give the viewers a little bit more context. You have been absolutely crushing it. You've made a $3,000 commission pro sales here at the Super Affiliate Network just in the last month. And yeah, you've just been doing a lot of cool things, and you're doing some of the strategies we teach you, and then some, of your own stuff, which is awesome to see. Kind of you taking a little bit more responsibility in your business, which serves you immensely. And I just wanted to call and congratulate you firstly. So congratulations, man. It's awesome to see you producing at such a high
Appreciate
level.
that.
And then secondly, just for everybody, within the Super Affiliate Network, 3 pro sales a month would drastically change their business's economics, and it would help them in such a big way, right? So what are you doing in order to produce these sales so they can maybe take your information and model it for themselves?
Well, first and foremost, I always stay true to keeping sort of the traffic strategies that you've taught us through boot camp going on, sort of, in the background, if you want to put it that way. And then when there have been, gaps in the campaigns that I'm running, I've just been trying to seek out different ways to propel my business forward and not rest on it. So one of the tactics I've been using lately and trying to refine over the course of time is to make some one-on-one connections via social media, mostly Facebook, and just dig in a little bit and find out about people that are in the industry and maybe have a little bit of experience and some levels of success or some systems in place, and get personal with them, find out about what they're working on, what their goals are, and then provide them with what we've got going on inside the Super Affiliate Network, what it's done for me, and how it can help them get their business to the next level.
Awesome. So you're using all the paid traffic strategies within the boot camp. You're running solo ads. You have traffic co-op, clicks running in the background, but then you're actively taking action, promoting on a daily basis by really kind of personal connection and prospecting over Facebook, correct?
Absolutely.
Awesome. And what would you say, are there any huge kind of keys in order to make that work? Or, of course, I rolled out a program a little while ago where I gave people access to a program where it taught how to do that, but just to kind of give the listeners a little bit more perspective on what works with that. What are you finding works in that area?
I think it would be taking a decent look at someone's profile and what they're doing and finding out about what they're working on. And also, to some extent, keeping my finger on sort of the pulse of the marketplace, knowing what's going on in other systems, having a little bit of a concept of, what somebody who may be working with another system, how that works, so that I can relate what we do, how we do it, and how it can bring success to what they're already working on to get them to a level that, they might be aspiring to get to, but are not necessarily sure how to do so.
Nice. So it sounds like you're really just kind of keeping a tap on what's going on, and then also finding problems that people are having, and then using our products and our resources as solutions to those problems, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I always kind of tell people when they stop trying to think on such a transactional level and, make the sale, make the sale, make the sale, and when they start trying to actively seek out ways to provide solutions to people, that's when everything always turns around. And hey, 3 pro sales this month, money talks, right?
Absolutely. And it's all about keeping it real at the same time too. And I think that's, when I was brand new and coming in and not really knowing what to expect or, which direction to go, I know that my introduction to you and to the Super Affiliate Network, what appealed to me the most and attracted me the most and made me believe in the system and my ability to succeed with it was that it was down to earth, real, and and genuine. And so I've kind of tried to flip that back around as to how I can present that to somebody who may be interested is honestly not to throw a lot of hype, not to throw a lot of pitch, and just to be real, man. That's it. Be real.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. And then, yeah, transparency is absolutely key. And there's not enough in it in the marketplace today. So if you're just the one who has transparency, you're going to stick out in a really positive way. So that's a huge takeaway in of itself, for sure. So cool. What I usually like to do is to end these calls, I like to ask, what are 3 things you'd recommend someone to do if they're on the fence about going pro, if they're a member, and if they're, usually the reason why people don't go pro is because they don't really believe it'll work for them, right? Once they actually start to see it working for them, they immediately understand that they need to be a pro level member and they get upgraded. So what are kind of 3 things that you'd recommend someone who's completely and totally new, who's thinking about going pro, thinking about not going pro? What are 3 action items for them to execute upon in order to produce some small level of result, which will help them with belief, which will, show them that what we do, making money on the interwebs actually is a real thing, and it actually does happen if you take action.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say first and foremost is to get inside our community and see what's going on and see the levels of success in particular that are going on with pro members. Because one of the things that I remember seeing at the beginning was, and helping my beliefs start to materialize, was that I saw other people were doing it and believed that there was no good reason to think that if they could, that I couldn't too. So that would be a first thing. Secondly, I would say to really dive into boot camp, take it seriously, and not sort of go through the motions, but to really extract as much as you can from that. And it's broken down so simply that that's not a difficult task to accomplish. But I think that once people start getting in and realizing how many aha moments there are, even for I've had even experienced very successful marketers get inside boot camp and be like, wow, there was just things in there that blew me away and that I never heard explained so simply. And then as far as going pro, I think it's just, it's a decision that, I made relatively quickly and that I've never looked back from, and that I just, there's a position that you get in terms of the immersion with other pro members, so you have that sense of community, the immersion that you do with us, where you take a personal look at what we've got going on in our businesses, examine our stuff, give us feedback, constructive criticism, and help make us better, and that constantly pushes us forward. And I think that there's value there that can't have a value put upon it.
Awesome. Well, yeah, man, those would be, that's huge when it comes to, piggybacking off other people's belief at the very beginning. That's a big one for me, because that's something that I did back in the day before I had any level of result myself, right? You kind of have to logically think, well, if he did it, I can too, right? Or at least you should think that way. So that's huge. And then, yeah, going through the boot camp 100%, but then taking action on the boot camp is what you're doing differently than a lot of people, right? So awesome stuff, man. And keep doing what you're doing. And we'll be on another call like this very soon. We'll get you on a webinar or something, of that nature.
Outstanding. Look forward to it.
Awesome, man. Talk soon.
All right. Thanks, Misha.
Later.